Hi, welcome to this video and this channel, I guess. My name is T, and today this is going to be a little different. So, this channel is basically just an archive of my Minecraft world. It's purely just so if anything happens to my forever world, I'll always have something of it that I can always remember it by. But I wanted to try and challenge myself. So, this video is for you, whoever might be watching this, even if it is myself from the future. Basically, I am here today to try and tell you, yes, you, why you should have a forever world in Minecraft. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Personally, I've always been a big fan of Minecraft. I've played it since 2014 and been interested in it since around 2012 to 2013. I grew up most of my life with Minecraft, having some presence there. So, yeah, I do have a good history with Minecraft and I do love the game a lot. But most of my life, I play it the way most people tend to. You start a new world, you make a house, you start a farm, you get some decent gear, and you stop playing. New world, house, farm, gear, stop playing. It's the good old cycle. I still did love the game to bits, and I'm not trying to say people who play this way don't love Minecraft. Of course they do. But for me, it was sort of putting a cap on how much I did enjoy the game. Minecraft was never a long-term game for me. It was maybe a week or two of fun, and that was it. Now, I've had my forever world for about 5 months, which isn't very long in the grand scheme of things, but we're not looking at the grand scheme anyways. And ever since making my forever world, my love for Minecraft has increased so much. It's honestly crazy. Minecraft was always a good game to me, but it was never one of my favorites. It was never one of the games I actively listed when someone asked, like, oh, what sort of games do you play? And wouldn't you know it, like I said, I made my forever world and now it is one of my favorite games of all time. In general, having my forever world has caused me to get to really know Minecraft, beyond just knowing its development history and the silly details of how some mobs came to be. It still hasn't managed to teach me the potion recipes, but I do have faith we'll get there someday. But yeah, if you've been feeling a little out of love with Minecraft and you've never tried having a forever world before, maybe it could be for you. So, like I said, I had a system to the way I used to play Minecraft. It was the age-old 2-week phase, just the same one that most people that play Minecraft, I think, usually play the game as. It's a good way to play, I'm not saying otherwise. It works for people, and it worked for me. I had so much fun with all of those random little worlds that I made. And there's so many good memories from them that I still think of even today. But this time around, when the urge to play Minecraft came back, things went differently. I had just discovered a new YouTuber who had earlier in 2024 made a video about forever worlds and having one of your own. And, if it wasn't obvious enough, they are the reason I'm making my own video on the topic. But I saw that video of theirs, and I saw, like, all of the cool things that they made in their world, and how much passion they had for Minecraft, and how much they loved their world, and I was just like, man, I really want that. I want to love Minecraft like that. I want to have this world that is all my own, that has so much meaning to me. It was so lovely. And so I did. I made a world. I made my forever world. And I definitely went in with the thought of, like, you know, it's probably not going to last very long. Maybe it will just be a 2-week phase. But I created the world. I got the house. I made a farm, the gear. and I just kept playing. And at this point, I've made so many cool things in my world. They serve no purpose, they aren't a redstone farm of any kind, they don't aid me in any way, they're just there because I wanted to build them and I thought it would be fun. I don't regret it at all. I love my world so much, and it's honestly been such a refreshing way to play Minecraft, just not being locked into that same gameplay loop all the time. So, if you're getting bored of the way that you play Minecraft and you haven't tried having a forever world before, then maybe give it a shot. You will definitely be surprised at the way that this game can open up sometimes. Another thing I've really enjoyed about having a forever world is how familiar my world feels to me. And I guess that's kind of a no-brainer, like, yeah, it's my world, of course I'm going to know it, but it feels different. I know so many of the, little details in my world in a way I never did with any of my other worlds. I know exactly where to go for cactus, spruce, birch, cherry. I know where all the best caves are. I know where I've been and the silly little things I've left for myself to find in the future. I know so much of this world. I basically know it like the back of my own hand, and it's so comforting. This world is my home. It's so personal for me in a way like my own bedroom kind of is. It reflects me in a way that not much else does, really. It's a special feeling, I think. I don't know how else to describe it. And maybe that's just my weird little brain being too sappy about it, but there's something so special to me about having a world like this. I just don't have any other words for it. It means so much to me. Okay, moving on from that more sappy reason. Another thing I've found from having a forever world is that I use so many more blocks now. Copper is a new particular favorite of mine. I love using the oxidized copper with cherry planks. The green and the pink together is so cute to me. And another thing that I've done recently is I use the stripped spruce, the stripped cherry, and stripped birch together to make like a Neapolitan ice cream sort of combination. And being honest, this is an idea that I borrowed from the same YouTuber who inspired me to make my forever world and this video. So thank you for that. I'm still getting to know the blocks at my disposal, honestly, and the ways that I can combine them. Like, recently I've developed an interest in trying to use more amethyst blocks. Purple is probably my favorite color of all time, and I decided I don't use nearly enough of it in my world. But copper and amethyst and things like this, they're things that I would never use in a world. It was just another 2-week phase that I'd play for a while and never touch again. I wouldn't have access to these blocks because I just wouldn't want to put in the effort to find them. So in that sort of way, I find having a forever world has really helped me sort of tap into that level of creativity that I never really used before with Minecraft. It's given me a place to build all of the silly things that I want to make, and given me all of the blocks that I can use to make them. And, last but not least, one of my favorite things about having a forever world, making friends with hostile or otherwise untamable mobs. And just pets in general. In my world, I have a ton of little mob and animal friends. There's Sans and Scuba Sam, who live in my basement. There's Menacing Michael, who tends to the village's windmill. There's Bingo Jr., my armadillo. There's Sniffles, my sniffer, who technically isn't a tameable mob, but he's also not hostile. So he's a little weird, but I love him anyways. There's the horde of Allay that live in this giant cavern, and there's also 2 other Allay living in a house in another part of my world, I believe. then there's all of my dogs, my cats, my horses. Despite the fact that I almost always play single player in this world, I never feel lonely in it. That's mostly because I have all of these wonderful little friends along for the ride. So I take my dogs on walks, I go visit Sniffles all the time. I almost always make sure to say hello to Bingo when I stop in my house. I think about building the Allay their own home someday and not having them stuck in the cavern, and usually forget to. And I go visit my villager neighbors. It could also be the fact that I just enjoy single-player Minecraft in general that keeps me from feeling lonely, but having all of these different mobs and pets in my world makes it definitely feel so much more alive than a lot of the other worlds I've had in the past. So yeah, that's my reasons on why you should have a forever world. Or why I love having a forever world in general. I tried sticking specifically to, the reasons that you should have a forever world, but I think I also kind of just went a little into gushing. Yes, there's a giant papyrus back there. I just built him. Little tangent right at the end of the video. I've been playing so much Deltarune, and it triggered my Undertale obsession again, so yeah, he's here now. But as I was saying, this video kind of turned a little bit into why I like having a forever world, as well as being why you should have one. Ultimately, I'm just here to have a good time, really. I'm making videos so I can keep some part of my world should anything ever happen. And I think this is definitely a good part of that. It's also me trying to force myself to start learning how to do more in-depth editing. So hopefully that goes well. I've been editing this in segments, and I think it's going pretty well. And yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. At least didn't completely despise it, is what I'm going for. But either way, whether you liked it or you hated it, or you didn't watch at all, that's also a very real possibility. Either way, I am really proud of this, and yeah, I think that's everything from me. So, thank you, and have a good day or evening.